Oh, you alright?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I've never, I have heard such nonsense as that last caller before, because that's what you get. You get an answer, but you don't really get anything out of them, any substance about immigration, and you don't feel safe walking down the street. So I'll tell you about my experience of immigration, because all this nonsense, I don't see it. I'm 55. Been a doorman for 20 years in my community. I look like a doorman. I know what I look like. But I'll tell you now, you have to make adjustments. Of course you do, to people that may be different, maybe have come from a different world. You do make adjustments. Like I would sometimes when I walk down the street, I'll see some Asian women, some Muslim women, and they're a bit nervous because the way I look. So I deliberately give them a nice big smile. I'll say to them, good morning, young ladies, how are you? Just to make them at ease.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you my experience of immigration. I'm 55. Now, I remember when I was a young nipper in the 80s, because this is the language I'm hearing. I haven't heard, I did start hearing it with the Brexit thing, but since the 80s. And this is my experience. See, my experience is this. In the 80s, the Jamaicans and the Bajans and all the West Indians and all I went to school with and their mums and dads had come over in the 60s, and they were our bus drivers and our nurses, and look at they're part of our community now and proud, and they're proud. You see them wearing England tops, they're everything. In the 80s they supported West Indies. Today, cricketers, they all support the England team because they see themselves in the England team. So that's a fantastic. So my experience is, for Saturday night, I'll go for a nice Indian curry on a Friday. I have a kebab on the way home. I have culture, I have colour, I've learned things around the world, music. They've enriched my life, my community. When I say my people, because I love my country and I love my people, I'm talking about the people. Doesn't matter what colour, creed, religion you are. If you live in my community, if you're in this country, you are my people. We are together. And you're right. Where you see it, you've got to call it out. I remember with the Brexit kicking off, I went for an Indian meal, I come out, and the first time I've heard it in 25 years, and the guy said to me, I won't go in there, mate, buying that and there. I won't tell you exactly what he said, and I'll give it to him. I'll give him the verbals, and he got a shock of his life. And we are being told, and what upsets me more, what is really getting on me is, our problems and our daily lives and what we're going through has nothing to do with immigration. But the politicians that they'll tell you that it is, especially one in particular. He'll tell you that the reason you've got problems with it, the NHS, you can't pay your bills, you can't do it's because of the people coming on the boat. And it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. We're together. We need to stick together. I'll tell you again another experience of my immigration. The Jubilee, God bless her soul, our dear Queen. On her Jubilee, I went to my local park where I walk my dogs 3 times a day in my community. I know 100 different ways to say hello, how are you? I went to the park, we had Neville who sells his West Indian food there, giving it away for free. Reggae music and all the brothers sitting out drinking Red Stripe. You had some Asian families down the corner giving out free curry all the day. Their homemade food with their music and dancing and playing games. All the children in the park all day playing together. The firemen come. The local Polish community came and did their kielbasa on the barbecues. And I sit every morning having my skinny latte and my imposters with my doorman, my team, and my brothers all they're from all around the world. And we discuss it all the time. And you just got to keep talking. And my gift to my community, and I've said it all my life, because my father said it, and my granddad said it, my gift to my community are my children. And from the day that they were out on the street, they were taught how to think, how to say, how to accept people, difference, how to help, how to love, how to show kindness, how to tolerate, how to be tolerant, and to walk through life like a man, your word means everything, and the way that you are every day in life means everything, and it shows the people around you. And no one asks me, no one says to me, are you a good dad? That's not for me, my children will know. Are you a good person? That's not for me. My friends and my community will tell you how they see me, because that's my actions, that's how I live my life.
Darren, I couldn't love you more.
Yeah, I get upset with this shit. It's bloody upsetting.
It is.
It's upsetting. In the 80s, my best mate, Tom, God bless him, he a West Indian fella, and I got a job, odd carrier. I was an odd carrier. I'll never forget this. I was an odd carrier. We went up there, it was £100 a day, it was big money in them days. And the geezer gave me a job. anyway, they said to me later in the day, have you got anyone else you know, Darren? And Thomas was like Rick Dory was. And I said, I haven't got, I've got my mate. He said, bring him tomorrow. I said, all right. On the way home, normal, some racial jokes, blah, blah. What's your mate? I said, yeah, he's massive. Oh, yeah, well, long he ain't black, those winners. Well, my heart sunk, so I got out. I said, well, he is actually. And I could tell, I could just hear the silence. And I got out. Anyway, I phoned my mate. I said, Tom, because there was no mobiles in them days. Tom, get over in the morning. Mum will make you some breakfast. I've got a job for you. £100. Boom, he was there in the morning. We went to the job. You could see the looks on her face. At 10 o'clock in the morning, first cup of tea, Jesus come to me, he said to me, there's Dale, your mate. He said, he wasn't even man enough. Wasn't even man enough to say it himself. He said, your mate, he said, we don't really need, we're busy. I knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He said, so he's off. You tell him we don't need him. So I said, well, if you don't need him, you don't need me. So he said, so me and Tom, we walked 5 miles home, and like my arm round him, and within 10 minutes we were talking nonsense on the way home and everything. And I'll never forget, I had to go to him and tell him that he didn't know. I'll never forget the day I died. His face, the look on his face. And I was hoping that stuff would all fade away as time and generations go. And it breaks my heart now when we see people scared and vilifying people because of they've come here to try to work hard. They've left their families from the other side of the world.
Or even those who were born here, Darren. Even those who were born here.
And those that were born here, and that's what I'm talking about, my people. There are people. We're all together. It's just, and it's all nonsense. And you're right. When you challenge them, when I see it on X and I say, where did you get that from? None of them have got any facts. It's all myth.
And actually, what you're showing, Darren, and I must leave it there, but I could listen to you for the rest of the afternoon. What you're demonstrating, illustrating there, is proper heart and soul. That's what you've put into your friendships and your neighbourliness and your community over the years, and into your children, and they'll carry it on. That's what you have done.